uh, they helped me, and upstairs lived another cousin. I finally decided to get a job. I had no car. I would have to take the bus to Norwich, and I ended up working for Lord's Manufacturing Company, which was a ribbon factory. And I met a very nice young lady, about my age, 28 at the time. And she says to me one day, well, let's go find another job. I says, great, let's go. So we finally got a job at Federal Paper Board, where I met a very nice young man. All the girls were crazy of him because he was a good-looking man. And he didn't like it because the girls were fussing over him all the time.
Sure. I'm sure he enjoyed it. He probably just tried to say he didn't like it.
So he would call me up, and I didn't want to date him at all. He said, well, I guess you better make up your mind one way or other because I'm not going to ask you again. Oh, we both worked in the same place, so every time I went to the water fountain, there he was, came off the big machines and came and talked to me. He says, you still not going to go out with me? I said, no. He says, well, I'll tell you what. He says, I have 2 daughters. I said, yes, I know. He said, I know you have 1 daughter. I said, yes, I do. He says, I'll tell you what. He says, let's have a date together with the girls. Would you consider going out with me then? I said, yes, I would consider it.
That's funny.
See, you don't know anything about my life, Denise.
I knew about that.
Well, anyhow, so we decided I would cook popcorn and do Kool-Aid, and we'd go out and see the outdoor theater. We really, really enjoyed ourselves, and the girls were so good. They all took together, and they had a good time together. And we'd go out, and we'd be sitting, him and I would be sitting in the front seat, and the girls in the back seat. And they said, okay, time for Mommy and Daddy to kiss now. And we just look at each other. We didn't know what to say. We were so surprised. Oh, anyhow, then one day he said, what do you think? You think we should take a chance? I said, well, yeah, I don't know. He said, I know. We both had bad experiences. I said, yeah. I didn't really want to get involved with anybody. In fact, I hated all men at the time. And so we decided, well, okay. I think we did it for the girls' sake. So he told his sister at the time that he would meet somebody someday and I would be their mother. So we got married and did our own wedding, which was very nice. So Auntie took care of the girls and my mother took care of Em and Marie. We went to New York on our honeymoon. We saw some dear friends of ours, McGuire's. And I came home and lived in a Quonset hut. Oh, that was so nice. It'd be nice and cool in the wintertime and nice and warm in the wintertime.
Be nice and cool in the summertime and nice and warm in the wintertime.
Yeah, it would. Oh, it was great. We didn't have much room. We had 3 rooms and a hallway, as you would call the living room. Enough to put a couch. That's about it. And at that time, when I took Anne Marie, she had a dog by the name of Bootsy. He was a collie and shepherd, half and half. I took her with me. And she was such a good dog. Anyhow, she lived to 19 years. And well, we decided we were going to go look around for a boat. We went a lot of places, took trips, took the girls everywhere we went. I don't think we ever had a date alone. And those are the good old days. We would go to the beaches, and we went to Groton Long Point, to this beautiful place. And he said, someday I'm going to have a boat out there. I said, yes, someday we will. Well, come find out, we did. We had some good friends and they had just a small, dinky little boat, so we bought that. My husband made a cabin to it, and we had that until we could afford a bigger boat. Always had the girls with us. Had a lot of good times, went fishing, took the girls' friends on the boat, and had a wonderful, wonderful time. A very good life. Well then, one day I came home from work, and I'm thinking, that's a funny knock at the door. When I opened the door, he was down on his hands and knees. I said, what happened? He says, I either fell off the machine or hurt my back. So I got him in the car and we went to the hospital. He ended up having a back operation. Well, I had quit work to take care of the girls at the time. So he was in the hospital and had to have a back fusion. So they took a bone from his hip, put it in his back. A year later, he's out on water skis. The doctor said, you're crazy out there water skiing. Well, he did. He was a strong man. Anyhow, he had to recuperate and had to wear a brace for almost a year with a lock on it. So I decided, I guess I better go to work. Things were getting rough. And my poor Judy, she would walk in her sleep. And we didn't have a bathroom at that time. And she would come out and follow me to the outhouse. And I said, Judy, you better go inside. You're going to catch cold. And the snow was very deep. She says, Mommy, I'm not leaving. My other mommy left and she never came back. And I said, oh, Judy, this mommy will never leave you. So we went back in the house. I locked the door so she couldn't get out. Well, the years passed by. Had a lot of good times. I finally went to work for First National Store. Worked there about 10, 11 years. And retired from there. And as I said, my husband and I, we traveled all over. Got to know my brother, got to know my sister, my brothers and my sister very well. The years have passed now, and I'm the only one left. They're all gone. I even beat them in age. Bill was only in her late 70s. Leo didn't even, well, I think that year he would have been 65. And my other brother was like close to 84, I guess.
Wow.
Well, he died of a heart attack. Leo
Lung
died of
cancer, right?
a brain tumor.
Oh, I thought he had lung cancer.
The cancer was caused
Yeah.
to the brain and tumor. Pete died of a heart attack.
Wow.
In fact, he called me the day before,
Marcus, sit down.
and he didn't quite get to the telephone to call. They found him on the floor in the kitchen.
Wow.
Couldn't grab the phone. So called me. He had called me that Sunday.
Grandma, I've been playing a lot.
I know. You go in the other room, play some more. Be a good boy.
Then you will get some.
Yeah.
So that's the best.
Be a good boy. Well, anyhow, the years have passed now, and he passed away in 2002, and I miss him a lot. My youngest daughter, our youngest daughter, she finally joined the Army. She put in 32 years in the Army.
Why don't you talk about when you found out you were pregnant? Remember, you didn't think you were.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yes, as I was working for First National Store, I had a backache and didn't feel good. At that time, we decided to build a house, so we were living in what was called the porch, and the girls lived down at the trailer where my mother-in-law and father-in-law lived, and they got a trailer, and we had them live in the trailer on our land. And I took care of my mother, I took care of my cousins, I took care my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my husband, and as the years go by, my cousin and I finally did get together. She had a tough life.
What happened when you had the backache?
Oh yes, I had a backache. It was so cold living in that living room. All we had was a little heater. And I said to my husband, I says, I'm moving in the house. You already got electricity in there. You did all the piping. You did all the electrical work and the furnace. I said, I'm moving in. If you don't want to come, okay, but I don't care. He said, I don't care. I said, I'll sleep on the floor. So we went in to keep warm. It was a bad winter. And we finally got the house built. And we were almost married, almost 44 years. He was putting on the roof. We were putting a porch on the back of the house. And he came off the porch after he got the roof on. And he says, take me to the hospital. I said, what are you talking about? I said, what's the matter? He says, I don't know, I don't feel good. I said, okay. Well, we went to the hospital and we were in the emergency room and they said, there's something there, but they couldn't pinpoint what it was. They called the other doctor in. Well, sorry to say, he was a very good doctor. He lied to us about everything. So in the meantime, my daughter got married in Texas. She came back.
You just like skipped so many years.
I know, years went by fast.
Yeah, but you were starting to talk about your backache, and then you went to the doctor.
Yeah, I forgot.
Are you mentally blocking out having me? Was it?
No, oh God, no, no. I that's my problem. That's why I'm trying to correct my book. I jump from one thing to the other. It's when I think of it.
Yeah.
Then I go blank and I can't think for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my age. Mm-hmm. That's what they tell me. Okay. At that time, I was working in the First Natural store. Had a backache. Says, you better go to the doctor, see what's wrong with your back. I did. Well, this one doctor, he was very outspoken. A lot of people liked him, and some people didn't like him because he was so outspoken. And he says to me, well, oh no, that's another situation.
Hey, Grandma, I saw hummingbirds out there.
Good. I had gone to another doctor. Not the right one I just said.
Wasn't it Dr. Goslin you went to?
No. The doctor said to me, I think you better go see a pediatrician.
Obstetrician?
Yeah. So I did, and they told me I was pregnant 3 months. I didn't even know it. So now, I'm going to have another little girl. Well, we didn't know it was going to be a little girl.
Yeah. And poor Dad wished for a boy.
He didn't say too much. All I know is I went in early. I stayed home, and the 3 girls kept, Ma, it's after 5 o'clock, you're having the pains, you better go to the hospital. I said, no. I said, the last time I was pregnant, I was 34 hours in the hospital waiting to have her, and I'm not going to wait and have her. I'm waiting until she decides to make up her mind that she's going to come. Well, in the meantime, I had a double hernia, and they couldn't operate on me because of the baby. So we waited. Well, finally 6 o'clock came, and I said, well, I guess I can't wait any longer. So I called Dad up and said, Dad, guess what? I think you better come home and take me to the hospital. So I had her before midnight, a little girl, and I called up crying, I'm sorry, I was another little girl. He said, that's all right, honey. I love little girls.
Grandma, I've been blowing my nose.
Huh?
Good job. He's blowing his nose.
Oh, all right. Well, you
Sit
better
down.
go.
Where's the trash?
Go over here and put it in the basket.
It's not called a basket, you know.
A pail. Thank you.
It's called a trap can.
Okay, Marcus.
Hey, Grandma.
So I came home and next to the oldest one was a little upset. She wanted a boy very badly. Martha.
Judy? Oh, Martha wanted a boy.
So when I brought
Sit down.
the little girl home, she gave me a terrible look. Oh my God, she did not want a girl. Well, the days went by and the other girls were happy about it. And once in a while, if I needed to go somewhere, I'd ask the girls to watch the baby. Because by that time they were old enough. And there was 14 and a half years difference between her and Ann. And 16 years between Judy and 15 years between Martha and Denise. Well, anyhow, everything was all right. Well, one day, I lost it again.
That's all right. Think you did enough for today?
Why, you in a hurry to leave?
Well, I should. What time is it? It's
Yeah, I
almost
got my
2.
watch. It's
Almost
5
2?
or 2.
Okay. Yeah, we can do a little bit more. I should probably leave around
Okay.
2.
What was I saying?
Martha was watching me, or one of them was watching me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess poor Martha didn't like her crying, so she decided to stick a Kleenex in her mouth. So when I came home, I was mad about it, so I didn't have her babysit no more. So Anne Marie and Judy was the most babysitters. Well, the years went by, and we had good times. Martha was one that always seemed to want the attention. And at that time, I didn't know. They were confused about a few things that had happened. And Martha went and got married the first time, had 2 girls. Judy had 2 boys. So I'm a grandma. And I'm also a great-great-grandma now, too.
Anne had a boy.
So Mary had 1 boy. And now my beloved Denise has got 2 boys. And oh, her dad would be so proud and so happy to
I
know
know.
that. Oh my God.
Only Dad
I could see him out there playing with them now.
Yep.
And
Oh,
I'm sure
man.
he was playing with Marcus.
Derek. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Derek would lay on the floor and he'd tinker with all little things trying to get the anything that had anything to be pulled apart. He's trying to pull it apart and put it back together again. And one day, I had gone to Colorado to help Denise, and Marcus is laying on the floor, and she
Derek.
had gone to work.
Who's Derek?
Yes,
Yeah.
Derek. I'm sorry. I decided to take my husband's picture and myself and put it on the floor beside him. Boy, what a weird feeling did I have. He went and took his hand and covered Grandpa's face and kept going around and around in a circle. The heck with Grandma. So I waited and did it again. It was the weirdest feeling, I'm telling you. It's like he never saw a picture of him. He never knew who he was, but still, he had to go put his hand on that face.
Well, Derek would always be like, he'd be laughing at himself, you know, in a different room, like, but there was no one there.
Yeah.
So he was probably
That's
laughing
right.
at Dad, you know. Dad was probably making him
Yeah, I
laugh.
think Dad was tickling him. Because, boy, he'd be laughing like crazy. Anyhow, come back home and then went back to Colorado again. And she ended up having Marcus. So now Derek looks like Daddy and Marcus looks like Mommy. Well, time's gone by. And I lost my husband in 2002 and I lost my daughter Judy. I don't care what anybody says, even though I was only the stepmother. To me, they were my daughters. And Judy also died of cancer. My husband died of cancer and a rare kidney disease. He had to go on dialysis. And then my cousin came and I took care of her and learned a lot about her life and wondered why, after all these 80 years, what happened to her when she came to live with Mom and Papa and I. I was only 10 years old at the time.
Aunt Lillian, right? Aunt Lillian Cody.
Aunt Lillian, yes. Come to find out, her mother, my aunt, there was a little mix-up there. The mother was jealous of her because of a personal episode that happened in life. And so my aunt would punish her. So Lillian ran away to the police station in Willimantic. And this is what she had told me after all these years. The police asked her where she wanted to go, and she said, I wanted to go and live with my aunt and uncle in Norwich Town. So she did. She came to live with us. As I said, I was only 10 years old at the time.
How old was she? How old was she at the time?
Okay, there was 9 years between us, so she
was 19?
19.
Wow, I didn't realize she was that much older.
Yeah, 9 years between us.
Oh, wow.
Oh, those are not real, honey.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Go in the other room, honey, please.
Well,
We're almost finished.
he just
Okay.
kissed a picture of you.
That's all right.
Okay, let Grandma
I
finish.
love my grandsons. They're so cute.
Here, why don't you sit on my lap so
I
Grandma can
hope
finish talking?
this grandma will live quite a while so I can see them grown up.
Thank
They keep
you,
me going.
Grandma.
They keep me going. Yeah, there's a lot more to say, but I think we're going to have to finish for today.
Okay.